Please like, comment, and subscribe.
The concept of trust. Now, I have talked extensively about trust from the horizontal perspective of why it's not productive, because horizontal trust is basically now, I have made a rule that you have to do this, and if you don't do this, I will be the victim. It's a power game. It's trying to control others and then victimizing ourselves if that other person does not comply with our need for control. Why else would we need trust? I will trust that you will do this. I will trust that you don't do that. And then if they, dare to be themselves or do what's natural to them, then we are the victims, which is immature at best. So, what is it? Relating to reality. It's relating to reality. Now, it means that you understand the instability, the illusions, the misunderstandings are only to be found in you and not in life. It is your narrative and it's your karma. Reality is mathematical. And then you interpret it. That belongs to you. That's part of the misunderstanding. But because reality ultimately is mathematical, it's absolute. In the horizontal trust narrative, we place ourselves in the role of being the one representing truth and stability. And then the world is unstable. The world is changing. The world is full of lies. The world is full of imbalance. So I need to establish some rules because I am good, I am true, and the world is not. That's a horizontal starting point of trust. While the spiritual trust turns it around and saying, no, reality ultimately is absolute. Your experience is simply you filtering out everything based on your own resistance, and that changes as you grow, and therefore the world will appear as unstable to you. Because every time something changes in you and your way of relating to the absolute, how you experience the world will change somehow. It is still you, it's your own growth being tracked through this exchange. So it's your filtering of the absolute into something that is unstable, and then life mirroring that back to you with mathematical precision. And that's also what, as you wake up spiritually, you will see. It will reflect your own imbalances, your own stories, your own dysfunctional, definitions back at you with mathematical precision. So, yes, of course, your world is supposed to be unstable. How else can you grow? How else can you change and transform? It's being shown to you. It doesn't mean that existence is like that. It's all you. Existence, the essence, the oneness is absolute. And Lepidolite has this approach, that's just a fact, like everybody knows this. So that's the starting point. So the concept of trust is relating to reality, which is the absolute. And then saying, oh, everything that's happening is basically me growing and changing and adapting and adjusting. So when you then relate to existence as absolute, and the rest is how you work your way through your own resistance, that's also the starting point of surrender. because trust is the concept and the state, and surrender is, in many ways, the movement or the action. Surrender is, okay, I choose this. I choose this. I choose this. I choose to relate to reality. I choose to use reality and create this model where I understand that everything that's happening, everything I do is me trying to work myself and my journey through my own resistance in different ways. But what's behind all of this is absolute. And so the surrender is choosing that, trying to give yourself over to what is real, trying to go beyond your own stuff, going beyond your own resistance again and again and again and again. And trust is the kind of state that you need to be in order to surrender. This level, spiritual trust, is interesting because when you start relating to life as an absolute, and you see that everything is simply you oscillating in your own resistance, and everything that you can possibly experience is that change in oscillation. Everything that moves around as a result of it. And for every little change, you have less resistance and you're moving closer to the absolute. And this is why also it'll say, like, why hold on to definitions? It's just your ego oscillating, vibrating, and jumping back and forth in its own resistance. And you know what's going to happen at some point. You will have to give it up. So why not do it now? You know? The ego is always wrong. That's the whole point of it. And it's the dialogue that you have between your point of resistance and where you're going. And you will always have to let go of what's incorrect. It's that simple. So why not do it now?